video. Obviously, as you know, we finished the tournament, so if you want to go give that a watch, both series are available to watch now. But today we're going to be bringing some more championship content. We're going to be doing a TierMaker video, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking Welsh players in the championship. So we're going to go back and forth with ranking. So starting off with Tyler Roberts, obviously the Leeds attacker. So the categories obviously are, sorry I didn't explain them, sorry, but the categories are elite, good, prospect, average and terrible. But starting off with Tyler Roberts, so we've put him in the good category. Obviously he's got really good potential, but I believe he's a step above some of the other young players in the league, so for that reason I put him in good, and Luke will give you the next one.
The next one is Robson Carnu. He's obviously a forward for West Bromwich Albion, and we put him in elite because, especially this season, I think he's been incredible for West Brom. I think he's been a key player in then being promoted into the Premier League, and I think he's been a very, very solid player for them, and so, that's why we've put him in elite basically.
Yeah, so next up, Ashley Williams obviously plays for Bristol City, ex-Swan player. You may think it's a bit harsh, but we've put him in terrible. That's only because of his performances in recent years. He's just not as good as what he used to be. If this was a couple of years back, I would 100% put him in elite, but I've got to put him in terrible because his just performances haven't been good at all. But Luke will give you the next one.
The next one is Joe Allen. I think throughout his career he's been a very, very, very decent player. Especially as he's played for Swans, Liverpool, and now he's obviously at Stoke now, and he's been an incredible player. I think he's a really creative player in the middle of the park. Not just assist goals, but he can score goals as well, and that's why we put him in the elite.
Yeah, and the next one is Sam Vokes. You may think this is a bit too high, but we've put him in good because some of the things he can pull off for Stoke. I know he's got a late winner in a 4-3 victory, I think it was. I can't remember who it was against, but that was just incredible. And he showed what he could do for Wales as well, obviously capping off that result against Belgium in a 3-1 win where he got that but crucial goal right at the end. So we've put him in good. Now on to the next one.
The next one is Johnny Williams. This is also a bit of another debatable one, but we've put him in good. I think he's had a decent career. I think he's currently at Charlton, I believe. And he's been a really decent player in the middle of the park, quite similar to Joe Allen. He's alright. I think it's kind of debatable about putting him in average and good, but I feel like we should just put him in good for now because you never know what he might turn out like. So we put him in good.
Yeah, so next up, no bias here, but we've gone with Joe Rodon, the Swansea centre-back, and we've put him in elite. And you may be surprised, obviously, because of how young he is, but you can see what he can do, the links he's got with Man United, Everton, Man City, teams like that. So, and obviously he's played at country level as well, so he is a good player, and I think that in the future he's got a bright future ahead. But we put him in elite, and now on to the next one.
Next, Conor Roberts, obviously another Swansea boy. And we've put him in good. No bias again, but I think honestly he's probably one of our better fullbacks at Swans at the moment. And for Wales, I think he's probably one of our first choice right backs. And I think he's been quite good for Swans this season. He's helped us in a few games. He's decent at going forward as well as defending. So that's why we put him in good.
So next up is another Swans player, which is Ben Cabango. Obviously a really young player. He's had to fill in and step up, obviously to the injury of Mike van der Horn, and he's done it incredibly well. Obviously him and Rodon have had the first Welsh partnership for the Swans for about 30 years, I believe. But Cabango's done really well stepping up. First year in senior football, obviously played in a South Wales derby away from home. Isn't easy to do that and keep a clean sheet, but he did that tremendously well. But we've put him in prospect because he hasn't had enough time yet to show where he is, but from what we've seen, he's got a bright future ahead.
The next player is James Chess. Still be putting him in average because I think the last few years he's been playing for Villa and now he's obviously at Stoke. And he's been quite not exactly an amazing centre half. I don't think he really gets into the Welsh team now, as we've got players like Joe Rodon, Tom Lockyer and players like that. And also Cabango as a prospect, so I feel like James Chester will not be making it into the Wales team. And I think he hardly gets played at Stoke as well because of the type of centre-backs they have. But we put him in average because his career hasn't really been outstanding in a way, so that's why we've put him in average.
Yeah, so next up is Tom Bradshaw, obviously Millwall striker. I think he's had a really good season, helped Millwall. Obviously, Millwall are just outside the playoffs, doing a really good job. They're the dark horses for the playoffs this season, in my opinion. But for Tom Bradshaw, we put him in good because he's not quite elite yet, but I think that he's a really good player. But on to the next one.
Yeah, and next player is Tom Lawrence. Obviously, he currently plays for Derby, and yeah, I think he's been really good for them. Really crucial player for them. I think if I remember rightly, he actually scored the winner against Swans, I believe. And
yeah, brilliant goal.
yeah, brilliant goal. Really annoying for us Swansea fans, and yeah, it was really heartbreaking to see that happen. As we really needed the points to try and get to the playoffs. But yeah, he's been a really good player for Derby, a very crucial player. Can get assists, can get goals, can dribble past players. He's got basically everything, so that's why we put him in good. Elite, sorry.
And then next up is Tom Lockyer, obviously currently at Charlton. Very good centre back, gets into the Wales team. Very good defender. He can pop up with goals as well. So for that reason, we've put him in good. Yeah, so next up is Matt Smith, not the Millwall one. This is the young midfielder for Charlton, I believe. I think we put him in prospect because I think he has got what it takes to become a good player, but we haven't seen enough of him yet. But he has proved it at club and country level. So for that reason, Matt Smith goes in prospect.
And the next player is Andy King. We've put him in average because, in my opinion, I haven't really seen that much of him, if I'm being perfectly honest. And yeah, I think his career has kind of gone, I don't know really, I wouldn't say it's been exactly fantastic or it's been superb, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's been awful either, so that's kind of why we put him in average.
Yeah, he did win a Premier League title,
yeah, that's true,
which is quite good, but yeah. So now on to Kiefer Moore. We've put him in average as well. Obviously, Wigan striker, scored a few key goals which got us into the Euros for Wales. So we put him in average because we don't think he's quite good enough yet, but we think that he could be good enough in the future. So for that reason, we've put Kiefer Moore in average.
Yeah, and another average player in Chris Gunter. Pretty sure he's at Reading, I believe. And yeah, for me, I don't think he's ever going to get back into the Welsh squad, as we got some young talent obviously coming through now, and I feel like his career is basically almost over, in my opinion. I just don't think he's as good as what he used to be. I think when he was younger, he used to be a really decent fullback, but now I feel like he's gone a bit downhill a little bit, so that's why we've put him in average.
Yeah, so now on to Adam Davis, the goalkeeper. I believe he's at Stoke right now. He doesn't really get into the team much. I wouldn't put him prospect because I don't think he's quite that young to put him prospect, so I'd put him in average. But yeah, Adam Davis goes in average.
Yeah, another average player in Adam Matthews. In my opinion, I haven't really seen that much of him, so I can't really say anything about him. So yeah, I've put him in average because I can't say he's terrible because I haven't seen him play, and I can't really say he's good either. So that's why I put him in average.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of him, but what I do know is he has a Swansea boy. He was born here, but obviously he's playing at Charlton now. But now on to Will Vokes, obviously the Cardiff midfielder, signed him from Rotherham. And do you know what? All rivalries aside, I really rate Will Vokes, and we've put him in good. He's not quite elite yet, but I do think he has what it takes to become one of the best midfielders in the league, and he's definitely one of Cardiff's best players, so we've put him in good. And now on to the next one.
Yeah, again, another Cardiff player, no bias here, but it's for Jazz Richards. We put him in terrible, especially in my opinion. I think his career's gone down the drain a bit, and I think it's gone under the cosh, and I think at the start of his career, I think obviously he played for Swans and then he went to Cardiff, which was quite shit. Yeah, I think his career's gone down the drain, and when he was younger he used to be quite good, but now I feel like he's just not as good as what he used to be since going to Cardiff. So I feel like we've put him in. Yeah, that's why I put him in the terrible category.
Yeah, next up is Liam Cullen, the Swansea youngster. I believe he's the youngest player on our side. Very good player, obviously a Swansea boy, but we've put him in prospect because I believe he's only made 2 appearances at senior level, but what he's done at under 23 level is tremendous really. So yeah, Liam Cullen goes in prospect.
Yeah, another player is Marley Watkins. Again, another player I don't know much of at all. And yeah, we've put him in the average category because I don't think we've both really seen much of him play, and we don't know that much about him, so that's why we've put him in average.
Yeah, I believe he's at Wigan. I'm not quite sure. He's either at Wigan or Brentford, but now on to the next one. Lee Evans, I know he is at Wigan, and he's an average player. I think he's a midfielder, he is. He seems quite decent from what I've seen, but obviously, again, I haven't seen him too much. But yeah, Lee Evans goes in average, so now on to the final one.
Yeah, last but not least, the former Swansea player in Declan John. We've put him in the terrible, but I think I could actually argue here with maybe possibly putting him into average, because I don't think he's as bad as what people think. I know he's obviously only young, and obviously he's on loan to Sunderland now, I believe. And yeah, I honestly I'd probably put him in average, but I think we've put him in terrible for now because he hasn't really done that much for us to say that he's really, really good. I think he's still young, he's still got a lot of potential, and yeah, you could possibly put him in average or prospect, but yeah, we've put him in terrible because we haven't really seen that much of him.
Yeah, we've only put him in terrible because from what we've seen so far, like it's not what we actually think he's capable of. We do think he's capable of more, but at what we've seen, he hasn't been great. But over to Luke for the outro.
Yeah, the outro. Well, obviously, thanks for watching this video. This has obviously been our TierMaker video of Welsh players, and yeah, obviously, if you've liked the video, then please leave a like. Obviously, if you're new and if you haven't subscribed, if you could please do that, we'd be very grateful. Like I said in the last video, we've obviously reached 500 subs, so yeah, we'd like to thank you all for that. We really appreciate every single one of you, and yeah, thanks for watching.